Bluepoint Games is being shut down, and to show my disappointment and stand in solidarity with them, I finally bought the Demon's Souls remake. This is the last game they released before PlayStation bought them, and the last game they released after PlayStation bought them. PlayStation acquired them and then shut them down without a single game actually releasing under the PlayStation Studios logo. So to show how upset I am, I gave PlayStation money. Anyways, I've never played a Bluepoint game before today. I just booted up Demon's Souls like 2 hours before recording this. I don't have some deep emotional attachment to their remakes. What actually bothers me is how badly Sony fumbled what should have been the easiest layup in the world. You had a studio that was apparently really good at high-end single-player remakes. Then it gets reported they wanted to do a live service God of War game. And sure, maybe they genuinely loved the IP and were excited after running support on Ragnarok. Maybe they also realized PlayStation is in their live service era and realized going that way would make it more likely to get greenlit. But at some point, someone at the top is supposed to go, "We bought you because you're the remake people. Maybe keep doing that." And if they thought maybe they've proved themselves enough with their past work, let's let them do what they want now, at least keep them in the same lane of single-player game. Why let them switch to the live service format? And yeah, other studios can remake games. It's not like Bluepoint has a magic copyright on remakes and remasters, but Sony had the perfect team in-house. That's the part that stings. You had the layup, you had the open net, and you still bricked it. For me, there are really only two that hurt, Sly Cooper and Bloodborne. Sly Cooper is just sitting there, a classic PS2 era series that would absolutely benefit from a modern remake. New lighting, new animation, quality of life, the whole thing. It's literally the kind of project you'd hand a remake specialist and say go crazy. Or just let them do the next installment, especially since it seems like Sucker Punch isn't interested in doing it themselves. And then there's Bloodborne. What even is there to say? The most obvious candidate of all time. People have been begging for a 60 FPS, 4K, cleaned up version for it feels like a decade now. Imagine Bluepoint doing for Bloodborne what they did for Demon's Souls Remake. And while I've never played the original Demon's Souls, I understand the community for that game didn't love some of the artistic changes Bluepoint made, so fans might have had some hesitancy there, but guess what? I can almost guarantee you PlayStation cares more about money than staying artistically faithful, and a Bloodborne remake, that's not just money left on the table, that is a money printer. And sure, someone else might eventually touch these IPs, but it won't be this team with this track record. And that's the loss. There is one positive outcome in all of this, and it's that I get to keep listening to Carmen for probably the next decade now. He's not gonna stop. Studio shut down, no remake, doesn't matter. New number on the thumbnail tomorrow. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's not about clear strategy or valuing your remake studio. It's about persistence.